You are called to become a partaker of the divine nature. 2 Peter chapter 1 verses 3 and 4 says this: His divine power has granted to us all things that pertain to life and godliness, through the knowledge of Him who called us to His own glory and excellence, by which He has granted to us His precious and very great promises, that through these you may escape from the corruption that is in the world because of passion, and become partakers of the divine nature. When I was 16 years old, somebody came and preached the gospel to me, and I said yes to Jesus when that man proclaimed the gospel to me. And something awakened in my life. Jesus transformed my life. And I knew there was something more to life than I had ever experienced. And as that teenager, I remember going to the Lord, and I prayed like this. I said, Lord, I just want the real thing. I don't want to mess around. And if the Christian life is just about sitting on a pew every Sunday, I don't want anything to do with it. And I said, Lord, please give me the real thing. See, although I couldn't articulate it when I was a teenager, what I was asking God for was that I could be a partaker of the divine nature. See, God's will for you and God's will for me was and is and always will be that you have access to the Father through Jesus Christ and by the power of the Holy Spirit. Jesus Christ did not come to this earth just to make us happy and meet all of our needs. When Jesus came, He assumed, or He took on our humanity in order to fill it with His divinity, to transform us into His image. The Apostle Paul said it this way: I have been crucified with Christ. Nevertheless I live, yet not I, but Christ lives in me. In the life that I live now, I live by faith in the Son of God who loved me and gave Himself for me. But how does this life come into us, this divine life? Another word we use for this is called grace. The grace of God has appeared to all men, teaching us to deny ungodliness and worldly lusts, and to live soberly and righteously and godly in this present age. See, grace is not just a band-aid that God uses to cover up our wounds and never heal us. Grace is power from on high. Grace is literally a participation in the life of God that conforms us to the image of Jesus and forms Christ in us. So today, wherever you are, I challenge you to take a moment and to ask God to fill you with His divine life so that you may be and continue to become a partaker of the divine nature.